In summer fishing, should you go early or stay late? What exactly are the hours of the golden period? Fellows, once summer comes, the hearts of us anglers start to stir along with the sun. Every weekend, aren't you torn between getting up early in the dark or staying late after work, hoping to catch a few more big crucian carp? Don't say you've never thought about it. I've been fishing for 20 years, and I struggle with this question every year. Actually, the fish bite in summer isn't good all day long as you might imagine. If you choose the right golden window, filling your fish basket isn't that hard. Let me share my old-timer experience. Let's cut the chatter and get straight to practical lessons. First, the early bite golden period. You have to rise early to get a good harvest. One midsummer, I still lived in the South City community. I couldn't sleep when I was woken up by photos of fish baskets from fellow anglers in the group at dawn. I gritted my teeth, got up at 4:50, grabbed my gear, and headed straight for the river. The sky wasn't fully bright yet, and the water was covered in mist, as quiet as if no one had been there. Less than 5 minutes after casting, the float dipped, and the fish started biting. I caught 3 big crucian carp in a row. It felt amazing. I packed up and went home at 6:30 that day, and my fish basket had more than what my neighbor Tom caught the whole morning. The reason is simple: in summer, the temperature rises rapidly once the sun comes out. Fish are afraid of heat. In the early morning, the water temperature is low and the oxygen content is high, so all the fish come out to feed. Those who know understand that at this time, choosing a fishing spot in the near-shore shallows or by the grass with fishy aromatic bait works best. My buddy Tom didn't listen. He arrived at 8 a.m. By then, the sun was shining, and the fish had long gone hide and seek. With no bites, he could only watch me show off. So, the early summer bite usually lasts from 5 to 8 a.m. The earlier, the better. Don't stay in bed. The more an angler gets up early, the greater the harvest. Second, if you stick to the evening bite, you can also fill your basket at sunset. I remember one time, around 5 p.m., I went to the old reservoir with my fellow angler Tom. The sun was still blazing in the sky, and no one wanted to move. Tom was chatting while drinking iced cola. But after 6 o'clock, the sky grew dark, ripples started to form on the water, small fish were chasing each other, and the float began to knot frequently. We stayed until 8 p.m. that day, and each of us caught 2 big carp. Tom also caught a 3-gin grass carp, happily shouting after wading through the clouds, "We see the moon." The evening bite is similar to the early bite. After the sun sets, the water temperature drops, and the fish start their late-night snack mode, especially big fish, which prefer to come out in the evening. At this time, choose spots at the junction of deep and shallow water or at the inlets and outlets. You can add a little natural grain scent to the bait to make it more palatable. The evening bite lasts from 5 to 8 p.m., especially after 6:30. It's really a golden window. Never give up halfway. Stick to it until dark, and the harvest will surprise you. Third, don't ignore special weather. Cloudy days and after rain are bonus times. One summer, after several consecutive days of high temperature, the fish bite was as dead as a stone, and I was almost ready to give up. Then a thunderstorm suddenly hit. The atmospheric pressure changed, and the next morning, the riverbank was full of anglers. My old fishing friends and I hadn't even sat down when the float started nodding thump thump thump. In half an hour, we filled a basket, and everyone was overjoyed. In fact, after the rain, the water quality improves, the oxygen content in the water increases, there are more plankton, and the fish, being extremely hungry, bite fiercely. Cloudy days are similar. Without the sun, the temperature is stable, and the fish bite is much better than on sunny days, especially in the afternoon, when you might even get unexpected surprises. Anglers all know this saying, better get caught in the rain than baked in the sun. Special weather is a hidden benefit for anglers. When it comes to practical advice, brothers, first, if you want to catch more fish in summer, you must get up early. Arrive at the fishing spot before 5 a.m., be quick, and pack your gear the night before. Don't miss the good opportunity because of sleeping in. Second, for night fishing, don't be afraid to pack up late. Prepare a headlamp and anti-mosquito measures, and stay until 8 p.m. Even if it's hot, don't leave early. The golden window is worth waiting for. When it's cloudy or after rain, even if it's not the usual golden time, give it a try, especially the morning after rain, when the fish bite is often very strong. In terms of spot selection, choose shallows or grass edges for the early bite, and for the evening bite, you can appropriately find deep water areas or outlets. Alternate between fishy aromatic and grain-scented baits. Don't be rigid. Most importantly, don't tough it out in the heat. Bring sun protection and heat stroke prevention equipment. Fish happily, and safety first. Fishing is about timing, location, and harmony. In summer, it's about seizing the time window. Grasp both the early and evening bites, and you won't go home empty-handed even with bad luck. Brothers, stop over going early or staying late. Don't miss either. The biggest fear in summer fishing is laziness. Finally, practice more in wild rivers, figure out the work and rest of your target fish, combine theory with practice, and your fishing skills will improve. I wish you all a full harvest in summer, with fish in the morning and evening, no empty trips, and happiness every day. Author Profile: I am a self-media blogger who loves fishing and is good at sharing. Follow me, and we will exchange fishing skills and discuss every bit of angler's wild fishing. Give a like, collect, and follow to keep up with the next update.